Let's bang in an Aussie delicacy, leveled up, just camping near the city. How bloody good, the Bunno snag. Wow, that's really cool. Goes without saying, battle plug is on. Pretty cracking little spot.
Quite cool. Hi.
It's a good thing about little Weber Go anyway, you can amp everything up with that charcoal flavour, and it's relatively compact and it's pretty good because you can actually store some stuff inside of it as well. Did forget my knife, but I'm sure the old chicken scratcher will do. Yeah, look at that. Now I like to use a chimney when direct grilling charcoal because it gets it lit so much quicker. I used to use the heat boots fire boots as well, but I forgot that, so that should be enough charcoal. What I'll do is create a little well in the middle, put some firelighters in there, and then just sort of loosely stack it around the firelighters. Takes a lot longer than using a chimney obviously, but gets the job done. And just light up your firelighters. That will eventually, after probably take about 25 minutes, that'll burn through all that charcoal like a fuse. How's the spot? Right by the creek. Not even that far from the city, to be honest. This is a good little spot. Hello. Let's take that hike back to the car and we'll grab the rest of the chairs. Hopefully the chairs are still there when I get back to the car. That'd be slightly annoying if they weren't. Still there, let's go. Don't you love some of the canvas material when it's left out in the heat? Look at that. Now I'm gonna have to man pack this thing and this. It's gonna be fun. Let's go. Clear a little space there. Great on. Then we can put our spuds here and roast them off. Right, whilst we give those spuds about a tenner, let's crack a beer. Cheers to a barbecue by the creek. Time to throw snags on the barbie. Always have the sticks outside of the heat, otherwise you're going to lose them and then you don't have your handle for your meats. It wouldn't be an Aussie barbecue without a bit of charcoal. If you don't have a hot plate, cook up your onions first and wrap them in foil and reheat. Right, using the cooler as a table works quite well. Now to construct this Aussie delicacy. It's This is the world's smallest bread. Now, start to the humble piece. It's got to be a white bread or white roll. We'll let you get away with it, but white bread preferable. Now, the Bunno snag doesn't come equipped with butter, but to me, that makes a world of difference because butter makes everything better. And if you've got slightly crusty bread, it will soften it up with the steam and the heat of the snag as well. Now, Bunnings occupational health and safety standards have you putting the onions on the bottom because apparently it will come out and people will slip up and go arse over. Now, I like to put a little bit of Oz Dirt barbecue rub, Aussie made of course. One of those charcoal cooked snags. And of course we go the onions. A little bit of dead horse on the top. So there you have it. The Aussie staple, the Bunno snag, leveled up with cooked on a little bit of charcoal. Alright, let's see how this little thing goes. The difference between cooking on a gas or barbecue or a smoker, charcoal, wood, something like that is insane. Now it wouldn't be an Aussie barbecue without a little stuffed spud, bit of cream cheese. If you don't have cream cheese, butter will do just fine. A little bit of barbecue rub. Top it with some chives.
So now that lunch is done, I thought I'd take the drone out and do a bit of a reconnaissance, see if there's any fish sort of splashing around, because there's some quite deep holes around the area.
I did see a fish splash over here about 10 minutes ago. Now this Moggill River actually connects to the Brisbane River, so there might even be some catfish or something in here. See, they're probably coming out of that shadow. Oh, there we go. What is that? See, it went straight to the deep. See, there's a shelf just here. Bit of a ledge over there as well. Oh, there we go. What is that? I reckon they seem to be using this little traffic way here to go from the deep, shallow, back through that deep over there. So if I stand still for long enough, just be dead quiet. That's probably about 25 centimeters in length, I'd say. Silver, quite narrow. Not a huge fish. I can do survival fishing and that's about it. So anyone familiar with what sort of fish are kicking around Moggill River that connects to the Brisbane River? Did you guys see that? That was a bit smaller, but it was the same type of fish, the same species of fish I saw before, just slightly smaller. Well, what a good little spot to have a barbecue and possibly even a little fish. Obviously just for a bit of fun and everything. Definitely not eating fish in here anyway. Not that I can see, maybe further up where it's a little bit deeper, but yeah. Cracking little spot off Moggill River, which connects to the Brisbane River. From what I can tell, for the couple of hours we've been here, only a few locals have rocked up, so I don't know if this video goes anywhere. There might be more than a few people down here, but it's a beautiful spot. Look how many areas that are going right, yeah, probably another 200 meters that, or you could potentially walk up there, you could have a little barbecue spot. Absolutely bloody brilliant. This is what it's all about. Nice simple one. The emphasis here is getting outside, firing up the barbie, letting some head noise out. Even if it's a little portable Weber, whether it be a little charcoal one like that, little gasser, doesn't mean anything. Just get out there, enjoy that time. Righto, cheers, see you on the next one.